Dear friends, greetings to you on the first webinar of the ecosystem in 2024. My name is Alexey Ognev, CEO of the ecosystem, and today I will be sharing the latest news that has already unfolded in the year 2024. As we are in the middle of January, a lot of work has been accomplished despite the New Year's celebrations. We will discuss the conclusion of 2023, the kickoff of 2024, upcoming plans, updates expected in January and early February, and share some news that hasn't been unrevealed yet, along with the work results. Also, at the end of this webinar, we will conduct a drawing, so stay with us until the end. In the conclusion, you will discover the fortunate individuals who have won the first certificates for crypto mortgages. And we will extend our congratulations to all of them. That's how our webinar will unfold. Let's get started. Towards the end of the previous year, at our investment forum, we announced some crucial events for 2024. Event number 1 is the conclusion of share sales in 6 months on June 30, 2024. Everyone interested will have the opportunity to finalize their share portfolio, either by purchasing it in full or opting for installment payments. After this date, acquiring a new share package will be impossible. The company is transitioning into another stage of development, having covered a substantial distance. Shares, as we mentioned, have served their purpose. A community has been formed. The required resources for launch and implementation of the initial and midway stages of the company's development have been attracted. The products and projects we launched, referring to commercial and investment products, are entering a stage where share realization is no longer obligatory. We are establishing financial stability for this system through the launch of successful projects. The 6-month period provides an opportunity for everyone to expand their portfolio and make the first investment in the DGU ecosystem, experiencing all the benefits and bonuses we offer. This announcement was warmly received by our audience, and we are delighted that our audience correctly understands us. Upon the conclusion of share sales, the value of these shares automatically increases in the future because the quantity will be limited. We anticipate selling around 4 to 5 billion shares and all remaining shares after the conclusion of sales, including those in contracts, overdue ones, and any unclaimed ones will be subject to burning. This will allow us to increase the investor's share in the company to a maximum of 40%, as discussed in our previous webinar. It enables us to move on to the next stage of the company's development, a stage of reorganization where we prepare the company for 2 possible scenarios. These 2 scenarios, which we will likely discuss in separate webinars, are globally categorized as follows. Option number 1, perhaps the most demanded among the audience and frequently inquired about, involves the continuation towards an IPO. It has numerous advantages and some drawbacks that we will discuss. Option number 2 involves the development of the company as a closed entity with dividend shares. a board of directors, and a shareholder board. Here, similar significant advantages and various drawbacks exist. Over the next few months, we plan to conduct more explanatory sessions on these options. We will have webinars dedicated to the advantages of open company development, IPOs. There will also be webinars dedicated to the closed form of company development. At some point, we will shape the understanding of our audience regarding both options. Probably in autumn, when we have a clear understanding of the formalized contracts and the quantity of sold shares, we will conduct the reorganization procedure, including burning, allocating an increased share to investors, a reserve part, and the portion formed for the project team. These are significant, crucial events awaiting us this year. Consequently, we are gradually preparing for them. The most important event for you, the community, investors, and those involved in informational promotion, is of course the 6-month completion of share sales. Much of our communication with you will revolve around this event, because last year we focused heavily on fundamental aspects not discussed earlier. We talked about how the project is developing, why it's important to have a venture fund, and how to develop following the classical model, as well as the overall stages of financing. The webinar format we started in October has been well received by our audience. In our conversations and various chats, I've always seen significant interest in this webinar format. Therefore, we will continue with it. And this year, we will delve deeper into how companies can develop more correctly, especially considering our current stage. We will ensure our community understands why certain decisions are made and the benefits of those decisions. In general, we will continue this close dialogue with you. And I believe it will be interesting for both me, our guests, and of course, it will be interesting for our audience. At the very least, of exhibitions and events, we are currently preparing the calendar of these events, and I think that in approximately 3 months, we will participate in various exhibitions. We find this interesting. We already have a substantial list. I believe we will publish the calendar of these events in early February. These events are related to artificial intelligence, various technological events, venture funds, and blockchain-related events. Considerable attention will be given to these too. I would like to remind you that last year, Alexander, after attending several major exhibitions, like Token 2049 in Singapore, clearly expressed his intention to be present at least at this exhibition, not just as a spectator, but as a speaker on the main stage. This is a completely different approach, different impact on the audience, and a different effect on product promotion. When you step onto the stage in front of a large audience at a specialized forum, you must be as interesting as possible. Your content should be engaging and useful. In top conferences, marketing effects and tricks work to a lesser extent. Every word is listened to attentively. In many ways, it's a challenge for us to be speakers. we will identify several events where we must be present, which will benefit the business, brand, and products. I have outlined these products. The venture capital fund is the main engine, the driver of our ecosystem. At the second stage, these are specific products. It is important for us to understand that we can be presented at a specific exhibition like RWA Bank or RWA Marketplace. These are separate entities, but we can negotiate broader topics and be represented because the exhibition is related to this theme. We understand that this is the most effective place for RWA Bank or RWA Marketplace to develop successfully. We can be represented at exhibitions as a venture fund. This is precisely how we were in India, in Mumbai, in August of last year. It's an entirely different positioning. You see numerous startups interact either with funds or interesting projects. This contributes to the fund's development and the branch, so to speak, the direction in which we actively grow, giving our ecosystem a boost in 2023 with new projects, connections, and more. We can also choose a different positioning, but the most crucial thing is that it serves the benefit and development of the ecosystem. Therefore, expect an exhibition calendar and some events that we will collectively prepare for, and you might possibly witness them live. We will define goals and plans for participating in specific exhibitions. As we are accustomed to, we will always exceed and achieve the set goals. Therefore, we will attend some exhibitions primarily as guests, not participants. This is also a very crucial process. I want to share currently Alexander and I are in Indonesia. In the very beginning of this year, right after the New Year holidays, we immediately immersed ourselves in a working rhythm, attending several significant events related to real estate, cryptocurrency, and the preferable investment direction. We are doing this within the framework of launching Marketplace and RWA Bank. We are actively studying the real estate market because most likely the first deals are planned for April or May this year. They will take place in a location where there is an understanding of the market, a legal scheme, and, for example, properties on the marketplace. The first ones might emerge from the Indonesian market. Currently, we are conducting many meetings with local developers, selecting the best ones and securing favorable conditions. I started the webinar by mentioning that several certificates for the first crypto mortgage would be drawn, and this is part of implementing this particular solution. We are actively working to ensure that our marketplace, especially in real estate, is filled with profitable objects at the right moment. Objects that are beneficial both for the buyer and the marketplace. Test transactions which we planned are expected to be successful shortly. For both sides, we can verify the marketplace's working model, tokenization, demand, various forms of transaction conclusion, and firstly, test this model, and secondly, understand the monetization and earn from it. Of course, the ecosystem strives for this in each project. The benefits for those purchasing these real estate properties, either entirely or in parts, are being carefully considered. Everything is currently being planned and selected. Soon, we will probably speak more concretely about when sales will start, what kind of object it is, and in general, it will be interesting from various perspectives. What we see here now and what we anticipate in our models sometimes takes our breath away. Firstly, due to perspectives, and secondly, precisely from a commercial standpoint. But the prospects are truly astonishing. We are currently witnessing a surge, firstly in the crypto market, and secondly, the significant player on this market, BlackRock, managing assets worth $9 trillion, declares tokenization as a long-term trend. We've been delving into this trend with you for a year, launching products, and it's truly fantastic. By attending forums and local meetings, we already see, firstly, interest, and that we are ahead of many in this direction. Not to mention that we are launching our own products and investing in them. Therefore, I encourage you to view this as a long-term story and try to see it through my eyes. That's precisely why this is being done. This is why significant efforts are being made to study the real estate market and implement the plans we've set for this year. This includes conducting transactions, launching our marketplace, and initiating the bank. I will provide more details about the bank a bit later. There will be more information then. We are considering organizing specific events, investment forums, and possibly even offline gatherings for our community. The idea is in the works, and we'll be looking at when and how to implement them. Now, regarding the bank, substantial work has been done. We are gearing up for the test launch of the deposits project. Long-term deposits are expected to launch in February, starting mid-February. In the coming weeks, we will share detailed information on conditions, opportunities, and timelines, as we have received a tremendous amount of positive feedback. DG Wealth is an existing product with one deposit placement option. 3 types of deposits can be placed, but essentially there is one placement option. Users can either withdraw their deposit monthly or take profits. The product has been operating successfully in this format for 4 years, and we are proud of it. I'd like to mention that in December, during the cryptocurrency market's growth, with Bitcoin reaching $40,000 and other cryptocurrencies following, we received numerous positive reviews about DG Wealth. People stored their Ethers, Bitcoins, and USDT throughout the entire downturn, and their deposits increased. When these currencies surged, users witnessed significant profitability because their deposits had been placed with us throughout the entire period. We identified a demand for long-term deposits. And I must say, this need wasn't something we suggested. Our users independently utilized this product for an extended period. This is the most effective and best confirmation for us. When clients use our product for the long term and then express their gratitude for how well we implemented it. Hence, the concept of long-term deposits emerged a while ago. The challenge, however, lies in the benefits for long-term investors. We have a clear understanding of how to achieve this, and in February, we will be ready to launch long-term deposits offering advantageous solutions. Stay tuned for the announcement. In October of last year, we initiated the funding stages for two projects simultaneously: RWA Marketplace and RWA Bank. We continue to adjust this model. Having completed the first stage in mid-December, significant groundwork has been done. Teams have been formed, and we've already discussed this. Now we are expanding beyond bank deposits with announcements of upcoming features. These include crypto cards, enhancing money management convenience, especially for using and converting cryptocurrencies to fiat and vice versa. We will present this project already in development and introduce a wallet usable both independently on Telegram and within the app by the end of February. This seamlessly aligns with the bank concept, from initial ideas to now fully fledged projects. Our development spans various directions simultaneously. The staged concept, where you purchase shares of the DGU ecosystem contributing to specific projects and receive shares of those projects as a gift, has proven successful. We are growing our user base, crucial for the survival of the projects we launch. With approximately 2,500 unique users of the entire operation of DGU Wealth, we recognize this is a significant achievement. Furthermore, we plan to increase this user base through various products: deposits, cards, wallets, with the wallet potentially becoming the unified entry point for upcoming projects within the ecosystem. Thus, commercially, we launch it under the bank's management, while in terms of utilization, it will likely have a broader scope, especially for the DGU ecosystem community, and perhaps for you personally. More details on this will follow. Currently, I'm sharing immediate plans and work completed. Plans are underway and work has been done in this direction. We are gearing up for the launch of these products, late February or early March, possibly even sooner. Hence, we are gradually introducing them into the information field, explaining the possibilities and the purpose behind all of this. For us, this year is about establishing financial stability in the DGU ecosystem through the launch of commercial products. This is why marketplace and bank models, along with the venture capital fund model, were chosen as the most understandable and commercially stable approaches. This year, alongside our scientific research efforts, we will focus on earning profits in projects, thereby increasing their future investment attractiveness and ensuring financial stability for the ecosystem. Expect numerous webinars and content breakdowns of financial models. Be prepared, we will be discussing this with you. A significant amount of work is ongoing. The staged funding format, the RWA project financing format, has proven quite effective. As mentioned earlier, this financing stage will last from 3 to 6 months, starting from October of the previous year. Accordingly, we anticipate the second stage, the third one, possibly even the fourth one. Our plan is to conclude financing by the time of the first test sales, the issuance of the initial crypto mortgages, loans, and completed real estate projects. This approach must be present in all our projects. Within 3 to 6 months, a project encounters the market and finds or doesn't find its customer. The longer it develops in a closed sphere, within a closed community, the lower the chances of success. Hence, in this situation, we take the right course of action. Therefore, project financing stages will continue until the first test launches. Around April, maybe late April to early May. Now I can announce that the second stage of project financing will kick off in January. It will follow a similar mechanism, and you will find detailed descriptions of these mechanics in your personal account, among other places. The mechanics will be similar, with slight adjustments to project evaluations due to the significant progress made. As mentioned before, additional conditions will emerge. Currently, we see the only additional condition. Payments below $100 will not qualify for the gifted project shares. So if you make payments, whether upfront or in installments, or purchase new Digi ecosystem share packages during the second stage, ensure the payment is $100 or more. Choose wisely. For instance, if you have small installments, opt for immediate payment for multiple months. This is all geared towards increasing fundraising. Again, this is designed to boost fundraising because the more funds the ecosystem has, the more we can achieve, hiring serious technical teams, participating in exhibitions, and promoting these projects more effectively. There are no secrets or complications here. If your payment is $100 or more for the purchase shares, you will receive shares of the RWA Marketplace and RWA Bank as a gift. Currently, both projects are funded simultaneously because they are closely aligned and support each other in a business sense. Perhaps in the future, at the third stage, we will consider separating them. In terms of fundraising, initially the bank might launch first, followed by the marketplace funding stage. However, these are just thoughts. We will examine this more closely. Talking about the conditions, all shares purchased from January 15th to February 15th will receive gift shares of the bank and the marketplace. Here everything is completely transparent. The main condition is that you should have no active overdue payments and your payment should be $100 or more. Such payments will be credited with these gifts in the form of shares in the marketplace and the bank. Additionally, I'd like to mention that in January, we will carry out the conversion of these shares. Currently, in your personal account, they're displayed in your investor portfolio as percentages, which might have been unclear to many. However, last year, we determined the quantity of shares in each project. Based on these share quantities, we will conduct the conversion in January. You will see the specific quantities of bank and marketplace shares you have in units. This is another event that will be completed. You might have noticed the weekly updates that we roll out in your personal account, enhancing the usability of all features and functionality. This will continue, and soon there will be many more visual updates, which we are excited about. Now, let's shift our focus to the certificate drawing itself. I will remind you why we are doing this. It is to generate early demand for transactions in the marketplace and fundamentally transactions in the bank, because these products are closely connected. Currently, we observe other trends as well. Let me share. At the end of last year, we initiated a drawing for 10 certificates, allowing 10 individuals from our community the opportunity to purchase real estate, if desired, using the first crypto mortgage. This is a historic event if we manage to be the first in this regard. And it's a significant marketing event. We will actively use this term, actively promote these possibilities, because it involves attracting liquidity to the bank, a way for the bank to earn on issued loans, and an increase in the accessibility of tokenized real estate for people worldwide. These properties are already accessible in terms of usability and legal ownership. Traditional banking tools further enhance activity. It's clear that each of these instruments contributes to our ecosystem's profitability, and that's our goal. Secondly, we aim to grow the number of customers in both the bank and the marketplace, offering various credit options when needed. For myself, I'm even considering the possibility of being one of those who test this mechanism and, under market conditions, purchase some real estate. Furthermore, I see interest within our internal team. People are asking if the team can participate and if there will be some places for the team, among other questions. Additionally, there is significant interest from investors in our community. Apart from being an accessible tool, it's also an investment tool. For instance, by owning $100,000 in capital, you can acquire not just one, but perhaps 4 real estate properties, making several initial contributions and financing the rest through credit. This has schemes applied in the real estate market and will be applied here as well. Hence, there is an interconnection between all the events we are undertaking. At the end of last year, we announced the drawing for 10 participants. Today, we will find out their names, congratulate them, and subsequently, with this asset in the form of a certificate with the right to get a mortgage without waiting in line, they will have the opportunity to participate first in the purchase of real estate. Of course, we have considered the possibility that you might not be interested in buying. Perhaps it doesn't align with your plan or strategy. Therefore, you have the opportunity to find a willing buyer among the ecosystem investors and sell at a certain price. We're not claiming that you can guarantee a sale for $3,000. That's the upper limit at which we limit this purchase. However, the DigiU ecosystem will act as a guarantee for this transaction. If you have the need to sell this certificate, we will assist you in doing so. This presents another opportunity, in addition to the long-term investment strategy and the benefits of the certificate itself. It allows for a low interest rate, reduced initial contribution, and special conditions for purchasing the property. You can also sell your place in the queue for purchasing. That's the approach. Today, we will learn the names of these lucky winners, and together we will congratulate them. I conclude my part of the webinar and wish you all the best. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. Now I hand over to Alexey Ponetov. He will conduct the drawing, and thanks to Alexey, we will learn the names of the lucky winners. Goodbye everyone, and Alexey, let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Alexey Ponetov, head of the marketing department. I appreciate Alexey for handing over the floor to me. Today we will conduct the drawing for crypto mortgage certificates together. We have two lists of participants in this drawing. The first list includes partners who have purchased packages for a minimum of $1,000 from December 1, 2019 to December 15, 2023. The second list comprises participants who have also purchased packages with a minimum value of $1,000 starting from December 15, 2023 and ending on January 15, 2024. It's possible to be in both lists, providing you with two chances to win your certificate. Let's talk about how the drawing will work today. We will use a service that randomly selects values within a specified range. In the first list, we have a total of 1,325 participants from various countries. In the second list, we have 157 participants. We'll take the value from the first list, 1,325 participants. I have already input this into the random number service and specified that we need 5 values from this list. Let's do this now and reveal the 5 winners who will receive their certificates, giving them the opportunity to use them, transfer them, or sell them within our ecosystem. Let's find out who these individuals are. The minimum value is 195. Let's see who that is. Participant number 195 is Fabrice Notiocam. Congratulations. Let's highlight the participant ID number so it doesn't get lost. The next is 375. Rahul Meena. Congratulations, Rahul. Moving on to the third. 988. Dia Serene Basiru. The names are getting more challenging for me as we go further. Congratulations to this winner. Number 4 is 1104. Dean Van Dat. Probably a Vietnamese participant, given the name. And the last from this list is 1129. Hai Bui Van. In this way, we've randomly selected 5 winners from the first list of participants who purchased DJU share packages with a minimum nominal value of $1,000 from December 1, 2019 to December 15, 2023. Congratulations to each of the 5 winners. We wish you to be among the first to receive a crypto mortgage or use this certificate according to your preference. We've determined 5 people. Congratulations once again. Now let's move on to the next list. In the next list we have 157 participants. And we also need to select 5 winners from this group. We specify that we need to select 5 results from a range of 1 to 157 and obtain the values. Here is the result. The first winner from the second list is number 1919 Roderick Ekoebea. Congratulations to our first winner from the list. Next is number 76. Bui Duk Dinh Bui. Congrats. Moving on to the next one, number 110. Nguyen Hu Quang. Congratulations. The fourth and fifth winners are numbers 117 and 118, which are consecutive. 117 Nguyen Thi Tuet Mai and 118 Nguyen Tien Hien. Congratulations to our winners. We have exactly 10 winners as outlined in the conditions. You could see before the drawing. The conditions and the results match. Congratulations again to our 10 winners. I'm sure you are already envisioning the real estate you can acquire and the opportunities that will open up for you. For those who are not as fortunate this time, I hope luck turns your way in the future and you become winners in one of the upcoming drawings. It was a pleasure talking to you, and until our next meeting, goodbye.